Strange things are happening to me. Another freaking bug.
But you gotta have friends.
I'm telling you, I'm wondering if it's our plants or if it's just like I don't wash my hair enough. Hey everybody, it's Abby, your everyday mermaid, and this is
Lauren,
my mer gal pal, and you are listening to the Everyday Mermaid podcast.
what's going on? Abby, you're going to the beach.
I'm going to the beach
Again.
I know. I was
Is that the
just
third
there.
time this summer?
Yeah.
I'm done talking to
Yes.
you.
Well, we went for Ben's family, and then we went for my sister's bachelorette,
Mhm.
and now, you know, those other trips were fun and all, but there was no relaxation
Right.
during those trips. So this trip is typically the one where Abby sits in a chair and stares at the beach, and no other activities happen other than one day where we either do Disney World or like hang out with other merfolk. So I'm probably going to hang out with other merfolk for a day. But yeah, so this trip is going to be different.
What part of Florida are you going to?
Well, my mommy is from Daytona / New
That's right.
Smyrna
I did know
Beach,
that.
where the 3 shark attacks happened last week.
Mhm.
So, just won't get too deep into the water. And if we do go swimming in the ocean, we'll probably go to the Florida Springs and not the actual
Right.
ocean.
You just swim in the pool.
Yes. So, but it should be good. My sister and her fiance, Hardy, who was on my arm last week.
Yes.
Yes.
The tattoo.
Mm-hmm. He will be there.
Aww.
And my sister and my mommy and my daddy and me and my husband.
I would really appreciate a round 2 of the merman race.
Yes. Oh, yes. Well, I brought plenty of tails for that, but I also brought an extra set of goggles because for those of you who have not seen the Great Merman Race of 2018 last year for our Blake's Family Vacay, the boys raced in merman tails, whatever. But Hardy doesn't open his eyes underwater.
And then I guess nobody told Hardy how fast you go when you're
your
tailed.
I don't think he was anticipating such brisk movement. And so
he was zippy.
Oh, yes. He was a zippy merman and zipped right into the bottom of the pool and like cut up his face. I don't know.
Poor Hardy.
Poor Hardy.
Are you bringing anything to read to the beach?
Indubitably. Ooh, actually, this is something I wanted to do with you. Do you know about the Enneagrams?
Yes.
What number are you?
I'm a 7.
Me too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's so weird.
That's really weird because you're more like, I would say, outspoken than me.
Oh, I'm a 7.
But I feel like it's very interesting. Are you sure you're a 7?
Yeah. That's the adventurer, the enthusiast?
The enthusiast, yeah.
Yeah.
The performer.
I'm a woohoo girl.
I mean, yeah.
That's what my sister calls it.
A woohoo girl.
Yeah, I'm
That's
a woohoo
so
girl.
Funny. Huh.
Yeah.
Now I'm questioning my 7-ish. That's what I am, though. I took the test a couple times.
Yeah. I'm a 7 with a 1 wing, I think.
Oh. Can you be that?
Yeah. You have wings.
Yeah.
Because it's all like, it's that star shape, is it not? And so you've got
2 pentagons.
Yes.
2, I don't know. For those of y'all who are like, the heck? The Enneagram is this crazy like phenomenon that and the reason I found out about all this is because literally all of my sister's friends are like, what number are you? OMG.
Yes.
You're this, and here's this book, and you should read all of that. You're going to learn so much about yourself. So I started reading this book, and I was like, holy crap. Like childhood wounds and all kinds of crap. I was like, take it.
It's like the Myers-Briggs personality test.
Totally. It's very a similar concept.
I think this has less categories. I think it does.
Yeah.
And I can never remember what my Myers-Briggs is. I always add like letters that aren't supposed to be there. Like I think I said it was an INFJ or something like that, and somebody said, "Yeah, that's not a thing." I'm like, "Great."
Yeah. So
no, I think I'm an ENFP. I don't know.
Who the heck knows? It says my Postmate guy is arriving soon.
Oh, go get your food.
Hold on. Let's just see where he is.
people deliver me food, in my head plays that song, the Hail the Conquering Hero.
That's exactly how I feel.
You bring us me food.
One moment, he's at our door.
Oh, great.
What did you sing?
I'm all alone. But the Shrek version.
Oh,
the donkey version. The donkey version.
What did you say? The winky wonky donkey? Yeah.
He's a winky wonky donkey. I got that book for my class, and by far I enjoy it way more than the children do.
Yeah.
Which kind of like makes me sad.
I feel like I'm that way with a lot of kids' books.
Fair.
Like, yeah, a lot of them.
If y'all haven't read Wonky Donkey, do yourselves a favor and look up, what is it, the Irish or Scottish grandma reading it to her grandson. It is hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Did you comment on this?
Yeah, I told you we have the same blue on today, unexpectedly. But...
I wasn't listening.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I really like that shirt, though.
Yeah, this is from whenever the Broadway version of The Little Mermaid came to Nashville. No, Houston. I went to see it in Houston. I also saw it when it came to Nashville.
Right, as you do. I honestly don't know how I feel about that version.
My thoughts are, I love most of it.
That's fair.
I love the freaking sisters song that they sing. She's in love with a stripper. Just kidding. No, it's all the sisters, and when they do it on the roller skates or whatever, I mean, the choreography, it's just so cute. Mm-hmm. It's just all very pure, and that's
right up Abby's alley.
Yeah. Okay, so there are 9 different types of the Enneagram.
Oh.
The reformer, the helper, the achiever, which is what I thought I was.
My sister and my mom are both helpers. They're both 2s.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. But they're both Hufflepuffs, too.
Oh.
I'm the Gryffindor.
That makes sense. Yeah. The individualist.
Okay.
The investigator. The loyalist. The enthusiast, which is us. Mm-hmm. The challenger. And the peacemaker. Ben is a 9, a peacemaker.
That's my mom a 9. She has aspects of a 9, so she might have a 9 wing. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I don't remember.
Well, you and I are the busy, fun-loving type, spontaneous, versatile, distractible, and scattered. Both of us.
Yes. I mean, to an extent. But that's the thing. And this is really funny. So when I talked to the psychic, like, she said that same thing about me too. And this is the thing, like, about a Leo, that it doesn't quite mesh with me either. I love a good party, but you know what I love even more?
What?
Going home after a good party.
Yeah.
And not having to drive. And
For sure.
And not being around people anymore. Like, I'm an introverted extrovert. Introverted extrovert. So I mean, I like being around people to an extent, but I also like not being around them to a much greater extent.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah.
And there are times, like, for some reason, I love bringing people together and, like, throwing parties for people and, like, just connecting.
You're always the hostess.
I am, somehow. But then, there will come a time when I'm like, Abby is exhausted of all these people, and I'm going to go sit over here and, like, recharge.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember, so there's a great book that I have called Adulting 101.
Ooh.
Yeah. And a friend of mine gave it to me several years ago. And it has some really great, like, points in it. And one of the things was the girl who wrote it had a friend. And the friend started dating this guy. And she was like, I need you to understand something right now. We can 100% go to a party together. But when I'm ready to go, I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
You do not have to leave.
Yeah.
By any means. Like, you can stay.
Yeah, it's nothing personal.
Yeah. And when you get home, you can tell me how the rest of the party was.
Sure.
I will sit and listen engagedly, and then we can go to bed.
Yep.
And so she says, I do this at the beginning of relationships because I need them to understand that, like, my threshold is a very fine line in the sand. And as soon as I cross it, I'm done. Like,
yeah.
And that's how kind of I feel too. I'm like,
for sure.
Absolutely. By all means, stay.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Yeah. I totally get that.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So
Very true.
have you looked at your wings yet?
No, I'm not sure how to look. How do you look up your wings?
So it talks about it. So wings, sorry, the wings are the numbers on either side of you. So there's a 6 wing, which is the entertainer, and this 8 wing, which is the realist. But then the arrows, when moving in their direction of disintegration, scattered 7s suddenly become perfectionist and critical at 1. However, when moving in their direction of integration, growth, gluttonous, scattered 7s become more focused and fascinated by life, like healthy 5s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. And I can see that because I'm a perfectionist a lot of the time.
So what did it say? It had the wings.
There's so much information.
Like, so much information.
If you want to know any, and this isn't always just 100% accurate, but if you want to learn more about yourself, it's called the Enneagram Institute.com is what we're looking at.
Yes.
But you can go take the test. There's like free tests online where you can see what number you are and then like just read all about yourselves.
I mean, if we want to talk about like really good bit of it, it says on the positive side, however, 7s are extremely optimistic people, exuberant and upbeat. They are endowed with abundant vitality and a desire to fully participate in their lives each day. They are naturally cheerful and good-humored, not taking themselves too seriously or anything else for that matter. See, that's where I think you take yourself very seriously.
Well,
as we have seen, the basic desire of 7s is to be satisfied, happy, and fulfilled. And when they are balanced within themselves, their joy and enthusiasm for life naturally affect everyone around them. They remind us of the pure pleasure of existence, the greatest gift of all.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not always exuberant and upbeat.
I'm certainly not either, but there's healthy 7s, there's unhealthy 7s. So you can tell when stuff is off. And it goes through that too, I think. But yeah, it's crazy. And it goes into so much detail. I just ordered a book, this is how I got to this, by the way. I ordered a book to read at the beach all about the Enneagrams. And
you should have told me I have one.
Oh, you do? Which one do you have?
I don't know. It's the orange book.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I ordered.
Yeah.
How is it?
I've never read it.
Oh, okay.
I don't own it. It's not mine. It's at the school. Somebody left it in our classroom one day, and I was like, okay. I guess this belongs to us now.
Yeah.
So I know exactly where it is in my classroom.
Yeah. Yes. Well, that's the one I'm reading while I'm at the beach. But
yeah, it is pretty fascinating.
It's pretty interesting.
I feel like you would head more towards with an 8 wing, which is the realist.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
I think I would head more towards the 6 wing as the entertainer. Just because I can really put on the show.
Yeah, girl.
When I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
And Abby can really put on the real.
Definitely. Man, it's true.
Not to say you're not entertaining.
No. This is why I needed you on the show. It's because of our wings. Because we're the same but different.
Yes, we are the same but different.
Oh.
That might have been why we worked so well traveling together. Because what does it say? It had a thing at the bottom where it was where it said compatibility with other types. So a type in relationship with type 7. Type 7 with 7. 2 Enneagram 7s generally bring out the same qualities to each other.
Right.
Therein lies both a main source of the attraction as well as one of the main pitfalls. Thus, the level of health of each person is especially important for these types of relationship as their dominant instincts. So yeah. So we have different aspects of the 7, I suppose.
Totally.
I don't understand it. I just know
it's crazy though. It's so funny. I started because you can go through the compatibility with other types. So it was I clicked the 9, because Ben's a 9, and it goes through how miscommunication can happen, how problems arise, and I'm like, oh, wow. Our problems did arise like that. It's crazy town.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Boyfriend's told me what he is before. I don't remember. I'd have to text him again and be like, Enneagram, please.
It's crazy.
What you is.
But it is interesting because one of the basic fear or whatever is deprivation or not feeling pain or avoiding
feeling pain. Yeah.
And that's so me. The greatest thing you could ever do to hurt me is to steal my freaking gluten-free cookies. You know what I mean? How dare you? those may not be able to be ordered for another 2 weeks, you know. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I mean the avoid. Well, they talk about because it's emotions too. You avoid feeling like
Yes.
negative emotions
Yeah, you
as
don't
well.
want to feel those.
Which I mean, as I know I'm a fairly healthy 7, so I'm like I'm typically okay with. Thank you. I'm typically okay with like meeting it head on.
Yeah.
And just being like, listen.
Yeah.
Here is what had happened was.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna sit there and tell you, like Rachel does in Friends. Now these tears are not of sadness or of anger, but just of me having this conversation with you.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But
Yep.
so I'm crying.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. It's so weird. Yeah. I definitely I avoid feeling pain. We just don't talk about it because I don't want to feel it. I don't want to deal with it. Nope, not today, y'all. It's so crazy.
Yeah, the back of my head is filled with all kinds of dark stuff.
So much.
And I just tap it right back on down. I'm like, you just stay right back there.
Just go on.
It's a bolt,
Maybe
baby,
another day.
lockdown.
It's sad but true, friends. Sad but true. So, all that to say, I'm going to learn all about the Enneagram
Oh, good.
while I'm at the beach.
Right.
Should be interesting.
It should, for sure. Whilst you're staying away from the sharks
Yeah.
to
For
avoid the
sure.
pain.
To avoid the pain. Yes, girl. It all comes back to the number that you are.
Oh, well, in zero segue whatsoever, should we have our hashtag
Jody moment?
What's going on with Jodes these days?
I got nothing.
Yeah. I know she was at Disney.
Yes, she was at Disney.
She's having a fantastic time. Do you think she
Yes.
ever has to pay to go to Disney? I feel like probably not.
That was my question. So, and she's so darn cute. And they posted a picture of all wearing Little Mermaid shirts, and she had the Little Mermaid ears that I really want. By the way,
They are so pretty.
Oh my gosh! I just kind of want to go to Disney World just to go pick some up,
Right.
You know.
Can't you go
But-
to downtown Disney?
Oh, that's true.
Do they
I
sell
don't know if they
ears?
sell them. I mean, I'll call ahead. But yeah, so I don't know, but they're so cute. And do you pay to go to Disney World if you're Jodie Benson, the voice of Little Mermaid?
I seriously doubt it.
You probably get some lifetime pass for you and your family,
Yeah.
always.
Anybody out there know? Jody?
Jody.
Jody?
Jody.
Delaney?
And you know what else was cute? Because of course I follow everyone in Insta stories.
Right.
Well, Delaney and her friends were doing some Q&A thing while they were driving. Jody's just driving the minivan, just leading the pack to Disney, their favorite place.
Right.
She's I don't know. It's really hard to imagine Jodie Benson being your mother.
So true.
And then just driving the minivan, just a normal day in the life of the voice of the Little Mermaid. I cannot cope, Lauren. I cannot cope.
Hold on to your fins, mermaids. The Everyday Mermaid Podcast will be right back.
Okay, so this episode of the Everyday Mermaid Podcast is brought to you by King Triton.
Just kidding.
Just
He's
kidding.
swimming over to Metro Merfolk to check out their classics.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And Metro Merfolk, I mean, it's a group that is all about an inclusive... What's the...
Inclusivity.
There we go. Words are hard, you guys, but Metro Merfolk is the place to be.
Yeah.
Because they have classes for kids and adults, and it's in the Metro DC area. So if you're even at all close or just traveling through, you can find them at Metro Merfolk on Facebook and Instagram. Check them out. They are our favorite little pod over there. Not little, actually. It's quite large.
That's a large pod.
Yeah, it's a lot of merfolk over there, but check them out at Metro Merfolk. This podcast is also sponsored by our friends at MerMagicCon. Hey, y'all, about MerMagicCon. Because Lauren and I are going to be there this year. It's in February of 2020. It's in the Manassas, Virginia area. So it's going to be kind of the same Metro Merfolk little area down there. And we really need to just go check out DC a couple days before or something.
Oh, that's
before we
true.
swim
That'd be
over.
fun.
That'd be really fun.
I haven't been to DC in years.
Yeah, we should definitely go check it out. Do some mermaid things over there. So this podcast is sponsored by them. We will be there live podcasting at MerMagicCon this year, and if you don't know anything about it, all I'm going to say is go to mermagicon.com, get your tickets, because it's going to change your life. Everybody, it's going to change your life. All the great mermaids are going to come, and there's classes, there's photo shoot options, underwater, above the water, there's a gala. It's just a great time to be a mermaid over at Mermagicon. So check them out at mermagicon.com.
Yay.
This podcast is also sponsored by our friends at Mermaid Cove Shop. We kind of love them. And by love them, we mean like obsessed a little bit, like slight obsession mode.
They have all the things.
All the things, Lauren. And you know how I am about mermaid things. I just can't help myself.
She likes them a lot.
I just have a whole room because of this issue. And let me just say that this is like next level stuff over here at Mermaid Cove Shop. It's just amazing.
They have a mermaid throne.
They have a mermaid throne in there where our mermaid friends like go and do like story times and stuff inside. But they have like anything mermaid you could ever imagine is at Mermaid Cove Shop. Anything.
It's glorious.
Yes. So check them out at Mermaid Cove Shop anywhere on the intranets.com, on Instagram, on Facebook. Check them out.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And by fantastic, I mean fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yes. And this podcast is also sponsored by our friends at The Filthy Mermaid. Not filthy like dirty or muddy or dirt on your fins. Like, I mean, are you laughing at me?
Yes.
I mean like sassy pants, like dressed to impress, like awesome.
Yeah.
Filthy Mermaid.
I've got something in my cart right now from them.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's mermaid clothes, and it's the Filthy Mermaid clothing apparel brand. I know they have some accessory things too, like fun little stickers and stuff. But I have quite a few shirts and things from them because it's very much everyday mermaid look. So if you're looking to like just, express your mermaid self, but don't want to be like super over the top about it, the Filthy Mermaid is the place to go for that kind of thing.
Their stuff swims right up our channel.
Oh my gosh, that was the best mermaid pun I've heard in a long time.
I know.
Oh, that was great. So check them out at The Filthy Mermaid on Instagram and Facebook, all the things, and you will not be sorry, friends.
So true.
I watched a mermaid documentary last night.
Did you?
Yes. Well, okay. So you know how I have the Xfinity thing where you like talk into the remote and be like, you can speak to it and it'll like pull up things.
Sure.
Yep, I have one of those. And so I just said mermaids into the remote.
Mermaids.
And
guests.
And a bunch of things popped up. Of course, that mermaids thing was shared that I don't understand why it's called. Whatever. But also, this documentary pulled up as well, and it follows 4 stories, mermaid stories, and it was very well done. And I'll link the documentary in the description of the video and the podcast. But it was done in 2017, but it follows one of the Weeki Wachee mermaids.
Okay.
It follows one of the gals that swims at the dive bar in Sacramento, California.
Yep.
It follows a transgender, Jules is her name. It follows her story, and then it follows Mermaid Cookie, Harlem Mermaid, follows her story.
Wow.
It's fascinating.
I bet it is.
And they did a great job. I saw some people we know.
Yeah.
I just noticed Mermaid Ashton. I think she's Ashton Designs or something on Instagram. But Ashton was on there. And then I know the dive bar mermaids. Like I follow them, but I don't know them personally. But and then a few of the like Weeki Wachee gals were on there. Not the one that I interviewed, but a few that were there at the time that I was there interviewing them. And the actual woman that they interviewed from Weeki Wachee, is like in her 70s.
Right.
But she, they had a bunch of the older Weeki Wachee or retired Weeki Wachee mermaids come together and like talk about it. And they showed part of the 50th anniversary show, which the retired mermaids actually swam in.
Yeah.
And like looked beautiful, like better than I could do. And I was just like so inspired.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, because I know they do like water aerobics.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
And you know, this show has changed a little bit since they did it back in the day, but it was really cool because I don't know if you're familiar with the statue that's outside of Weeki Wachee with one girl holding up another one and they're floating to the top.
Oh no.
Anywho, it's a very iconic Weeki Wachee like pose
Yeah.
for them to do, and you know the original gals did the pose, and it was just really cool. Harlem Mermaid had a very traumatic childhood, and they it's a long, very interesting story, so y'all should really go watch the documentary. But it showed her and her partner of 30 years getting married at a MerCon in, I believe, North Carolina, South Carolina, somewhere over there. And so they got married after 30 years. They were in the pool, like in a mermaid tail and like a bridal, like mermaid look. Like it was so cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah. And then it showed Jules, who also had a pretty traumatic childhood as well.
Well, yeah.
And you know, it's interesting. I had never thought of it. I mean, I had thought of it before, but this kind of like helped me understand more about it. But a lot of trans kids and you know people just really love mermaids because of that aspect, because it's, you know, it's nothing's going on down there.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like I think it's very interesting to hear Jules' perspective on the mermaid stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. So
I'll have to watch it.
yeah, you should watch it. And I mean, the Weeki Wachee thing is super neato too.
Yeah.
I love seeing all the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I just love it. And then following, I think all the mermaids, other than the Weeki Wachee one, talk about some sort of trauma that happened in their lives and how mermaiding kind of helped them like deal with it and find happiness. So it was very interesting.
Yeah. Oh,
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. So, the dive bar mermaid, I think it's Mermaid Rachel or Rebecca, it starts with an R. She and her mom there, it's called Mermaid and Mom. They do birthday parties together. Like the mom's the like mer assistant.
Okay.
But you know, she always like they do parties together.
The mer wrangler.
Yeah, for sure. The mom's the mer wrangler for sure. So I thought it was it was very well done. You could tell that for the most part, the like underwater, like all the cinematography was really well done. Like they did a good job.
That's so cool.
I know, it was great. So I
Mermaids for the
highly
win.
recommend. Yes, I thought
So
it was really
cute.
cool. And the like description of the documentary was like exploring this mermaid subculture or whatever, and I'm like, that's what it is.
It is.
It totally is.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it really until, you know, I've really dove deep into it. But it's very interesting how this is totally a subculture.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
No doubt about it. It's very interesting. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, what we do in general as like entertainers is very much a subculture.
Mhm.
You know, the fairies, the hashtag used to be not a cult,
Yeah.
but it's totally a cult.
Well, yeah.
And so they have like fairy retreat every year where the
Yeah.
entire company like leaves and goes to the mountains and
That's
like
cute.
shakes your groove thing.
Yep.
But it's not during the weekend because that's when we party.
Totally.
So it has to be during the week. And apparently this next year is like the 10-year anniversary. So they're inviting all of the fairies back
Ooh, that's cool.
to do
Wait,
the retreat.
Are you going? You
I
should
don't
go.
know yet. I was like, well, they have to decide like when it is. I was looking at June. So they'd have to like decide when and where.
Yeah.
And then I have to see if that's like possible for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty far. I mean, I can't. I'm not the farthest anymore. I used to be, but there is actually another fairy in New Zealand.
Oh,
She like
that's
left
awesome.
right after I got back.
Wow.
So, yeah. So that happened. But yeah, and that's like a whole thing too. Like you can get some really strong friendships out of that.
Yep.
Clearly.
For sure.
And we just get to it in weird ways going
Yep.
to performing and mermaiding and entertainment in general. Like you got to be a certain breed.
Yep. Sevens, apparently.
Yeah, 7. That's what it is. The enthusiast.
Apparently.
That's so funny.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm an ENFP. Whatever it is, it's the adventurer. So it's like I'm the adventurer and enthusiast.
Yeah.
It sounds like it all meshes together.
Yeah. One of the other things was like doesn't like having like it's weird because did you like school?
Yeah. I love school.
I do not love school. I do not love people telling me what to
so
do,
funny.
where to be, and how to do it. Like I want to figure it out myself.
Oh, I just tell them they're wrong. Or I just because I love being right. I love being right.
Yeah.
My sister can tell you I love being right. And so I'm a pain. Like I'm such a pain. I'm a total Hermione Granger in class.
Yeah.
My hand is up every single time. And I tell you what though, like if you call me out on it, I'll wreck your world. Because I had a professor in college who I was answering all the questions and she was like, "You've played well today. Why don't we let somebody else have a turn?" And I was like, "I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was 5-year-old."
Oh Lord.
I didn't say that out loud, but in my head I was like, "All right, fine." So
Yeah.
next class, I didn't say a word. And it's the longest class I have
Oh my
ever
gosh.
been in. And she asked me at one point, she was like, "Lauren, you've always got something to say." I was like, "Not today."
That is so funny. Well,
She never told me to shut up again though, did she?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. So
Yeah,
there's
no,
some-
but other than that, I love being educated. I love learning something
I
new.
love
so.
learning for
Mhm.
sure. I guess I feel like if it's wasting my time, like if I'm like that's probably why I failed math 3 times.
Oh, now that I can't stand. My time being wasted? Nope, not a chance.
No. I feel like if I'm doing something that is keeping me from
Mhm.
doing something that's actually going to be productive for
Yeah.
like my future, I don't do it.
Yeah.
All
See,
right.
math I loved. I have a mathematical
Aw.
brain though.
Oh.
I love figuring stuff out. Like, can I put IKEA furniture together for anyone? Sign me up. I love putting together IKEA furniture. Like, if I could sign up to do that tackle app and be one of the people that tackles things, my thing would be like, there is only one thing on this earth I will do for you, and that is assemble your IKEA furniture. I will not do anything else. I will not
Wow.
hammer things into walls. I will assemble your IKEA furniture.
This is good to know for future reference.
Yeah.
Because I don't enjoy that.
Yeah. So I like figuring things out. I like taking things apart, like figuring them out. And so I loved math because it was just like, that's exactly what it was. If I could follow a formula and it's like, hey, they did that exact same thing in the book. I just have to plug in the right numbers and boom.
Funny.
So, yeah. Loved math
Huh.
and English.
I loved English.
Yeah.
That was my favorite subject. I loved to read and write.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Loved English, loved math. I was good at science. I preferred like biology courses, like not good at chemistry and physics, which is ironic for how much I like math.
Yeah, it's weird.
But I'm not good at math word problems. And that is exactly what physics is.
Oh, yeah. No.
2 trains? Nope. Brain shut down. I do know that I think it's kind of ridiculous that we ask 18-year-olds to pick what they want their future to be.
It's ridiculous. Like, nobody knows unless you're my mother who knew she wanted to be a pianist from the day she came out of the womb.
Right.
Like, nobody is prepared to make that decision.
And like, that's why you get party schools.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Where you get,
People-
with like people saying all the time, well, I partied the first couple of years, but then I really buckled down and
Yeah.
found my purpose. I'm like, that's because your brain was still forming.
Yep. It's just not right.
So
We should all do what Lyndon did and take a year at least off.
Mhm. And go work.
Then go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
So now I'm
figures.
pretty big on that. Cause like, I mean, we also grew up in that realm of, you don't have a choice. You're going to college.
For sure.
That was definitely drilled into my brain.
It was definitely so for sure drilled in my brain, but also I feel like at public school, like my guidance counselor was not a guidance counselor.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I just kind of lived my life and was in choir and that was what I did. And then it came time to go to college and I was like,
Oh.
crap.
What do I do?
I remember sitting in my mom and dad's bedroom and then being like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to make pretty things. I want to sing. I want to dance. I want to act. I don't know what to tell you.
What else?
But like, you know, like that meant like I should have been applying for scholarships at like performance art schools.
It's like, what's his name? The prince in the Swan Princess. What else is there?
Right. Right.
You're beautiful.
Yep.
And what else?
Yep.
What else is there? I don't know what else there is for me.
Another fantastic movie.
Another,
by
yes.
the way.
Yeah.
Gosh, so good.
Revolving around water transformations.
Huh.
We have a theme,
We
dude.
have a theme here. Yeah. I don't know. But
yeah.
So I just went with what was free.
You're a much more physical being than I am, because I can be a bump on a log when I really need to be. Like, I have zero problem taking 3 straight days on the couch watching whatever I want to watch. Like, it's great. But you're like my boyfriend. And that I could totally tell if we spent enough time just like on a couch together, at some point I'd be like, get out, go run around the block, go for a swim, you go to your sculpt house, like do your thing that you need to do, but you can't be here anymore. So I do that with him too, where I'm like, it's time for you to leave.
Yep.
It's time for you to go climb. It's time for you to go like research some other places that we need to visit.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much purpose driven.
Yeah. We're going to Costa Rica in November.
Exciting.
Yay. So I'm very excited about it. But like, he was like, well, I mean, we could just make it a relaxing vacation and just like spend the whole time on the beach. I was like, nope. And he goes,
negative.
Oh, you don't want to do that? I was like, I would do that. Me?
Yeah.
I could totally do that. You. I would murder. Because at some point, I'm going to wake up. We're going to go to the beach. And I'm going to be like settling down. I'm going to have my book. And I'm going to just get started. And you're going to go, so what else are we doing today?
Yep. Well, that's definitely like, that's how Ben is. Like, if we're not playing games, then what's this all about? You know? So that's definitely like, I get that. But we get close, at least for me, I get close to finishing a project and then I don't want to finish it. I want to move on to the next project.
I have that problem too. That's why.
Thing.
It's a 7 thing. I'm like totally gung-ho about it. And then I'm like,
yeah. Yeah. So,
especially the cleanup. Oh my gosh. Please don't make me do the cleanup.
I don't want to. Yeah. It's hard at shoots, especially because I'm like, I am so over this.
You've sent the talent home and you're like, y'all could have stayed in home.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't want to be here either.
I don't want to. Which is why Ben is so great, because he just wants everybody to be happy. So he's going to help and do the job he has been asked to do.
He's purpose driven in like a different way. Like
totally
he's just like purpose driven in the sense that like he needs a task to do.
Yes.
And if he's got a task to do,
we're good.
We are done. Like you wind that toy up, you send it on its path, and
it's gonna go. Yep. Bless him.
That's so funny.
I know.
Yeah.
We're just learning so much about ourselves.
It's happening.
It's happening.
We've only been friends for years.
I know. It's crazy.
But yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like your projects as always, they have, when they do get finished, which they most often do.
Yeah. By golly.
They're very present. So it's like you had an entertainment company. And I'm sitting here going, there is no way on God's green earth I ever would have been able to put that together. I'd have started looking at ways to build your own company, been like, nope.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think, I think when it's something that I really want to do, I will finish it.
Yeah.
Like this underwater film that I'm doing. Like, it's slowly happening.
Hallelujah.
But I really want to do it, and like I won't rest until it's done type deal. But it's going very slowly because I do get sidetracked.
Right, absolutely.
But also I think the perfectionist comes out, and I'm like, well, this has to be exactly right, or it can't happen.
Yep.
Which is not healthy. But we'll work through that.
That's
I'm
what
working on it.
therapists are
Yes.
for.
Oh, that was another topic we talked about on the Bachelorette trip. I don't know what happened, Lauren, but it was like ask Abby all the advice trip.
You are sage
Yeah.
and seasoned,
Well, yes.
apparently.
Apparently, I'm old is what it is. Yeah, so they were asking a lot of hilariously cute questions about life or whatever. And there's one sweet girl just like has my heart, like or whatever. And I told her, we believe that people should be born with therapists.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because what didn't your mom?
My
say
mom
that?
says that.
Yes,
Everybody should be
completely
born with a
believe that.
therapist. Yeah.
Yes. And so, a lot of the times in the way we were raised, and all these girls are raised the same way, therapy means you are broken,
Right.
you are messed up, and you seeing a therapist is like you have failed.
Right.
And
Yeah.
It's humiliating a little bit
Mhm.
in our like Southern Baptist being raised that way. For some reason, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Whereas
to
like
me.
now we've gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, my therapist said the
Yeah.
funniest thing the other day.
For sure. And I was very open with them, and I was like, we totally are on the same page to where we think everyone should be born with a
Yeah.
therapist, and there's nothing wrong with therapy, like in the slightest. If anything, it's the healthiest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. That and cutting toxic people out of my life.
For sure. Whatever does not serve you, just let it
Cut
go on.
it
out. So yeah, it was pretty cute. All those girls were asking lots of funny questions
That's
about
adorable.
marriage and life.
Oh. Oh
It was,
my.
yeah, I was like, y'all, I love my husband, but marriage is real hard. Oh, it was cute though. It was so cute. I felt like they valued my opinion.
Oh, that's good.
That's nice.
That's
So,
awesome.
mhm.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, if y'all value our opinions at all in the slightest, we would love for you to subscribe to
Mhm.
this podcast,
Mhm.
which you can do on Apple Podcasts,
Google
iTunes,
Podcasts.
Google Podcasts. If you're listening on the Anchor app,
Yep.
all those things we love. In fact, it helps us get seen in the future.
Yes.
So if you love us, and even if you don't, just subscribe and just be a positive, lovely light in this everyday mermaid world. Also, you can go to patreon.com/everydaymermaid, where we post the ad-free versions. Do it. Just do it. Have you seen that Office episode? You probably have, where Dwight's like, do it now. 5, 4, 3,
Yes.
2, do it now.
Is that when he's trying to go across the hot coals?
Yes.
I think
What?
Michael.
Yes. Yes. It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Um,
I just recently finished the Dwight, you ignorant slut episode.
Dwight, you ignorant slut. Oh, I'm feeling depressed. And the watermelon like crashes
Yes.
on Stanley's car.
And he's gotten a giant pink princess
oh yeah,
bounce house to
yeah.
land
He's
on.
literally going to die.
Michael Scott is like,
Oh.
actually, that's a really really funny conversation. Now, 95% of me is fairly positive that he was joking, but the 5% of me that is not positive is kind of a little bit afraid.
Yeah.
Because boyfriend says he thinks that Kelly is crazier than Michael Scott, or is like worse than Michael Scott. And I was like, no.
That's funny. I think Kelly is different crazy. I think that they are on a very close level of crazy, but Kelly's different.
See, my thing is like Kelly knows that she's crazy though, because she
Yeah.
talks about it.
For sure.
Michael doesn't know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're right.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, so the misogyny just happens and we're not going to address it?
I kind of love that. I think that's pretty good, actually.
I was like, oh, because, I just finished the one where she told Ryan that she was pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
And then
she
the next,
does
and she just
yeah.
she shakes her head at the camera. And I'm like, Kelly.
And then
Kelly.
and there's one where, like, she's like, I was raped. And he's like, Kelly, you can't continue to use that as an excuse.
Yes.
Wait.
And it's awful. So yes. I mean, I understand there is a lot of crazy involved in both of them, but at least Kelly knows
Yeah.
to an extent.
To an
Michael has
extent,
no
for sure.
idea.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Michael's just
Oh,
I don't know why I can watch it now because I couldn't watch it before. I did not like The Office.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
parts of it were really funny. Like when because I think my sister started watching it. Like a friend of hers let her borrow the discs. And so she was watching it. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like the secondhand embarrassment is too much. And it makes me feel like really uncomfortable. And so now I'm binge watching it for like the first time, like all the way through.
Yeah.
And for some reason I can just sit there and be like, you're a turd.
Yeah.
On my phone and be okay and then still laugh.
Yeah. And I mean, that show could never be made now.
No.
It's so inappropriate.
It's so bad.
But yeah, for some reason, it just resonates with people.
Oh my gosh. It's hilarious and awful.
All at the same time. And I just love it. It's so good.
You're the one that started it.
I know.
For me.
Sorry, not sorry.
I know. We put it on while we were packing to leave LA.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I was like, okay.
It's a good one.
Because I didn't have any. I didn't want to watch Friends.
Yeah.
And I know. That was weird.
Whoa.
Well, I don't know. I guess I was just looking for something in the background and we probably had been watching Friends. And so I was like, do you want to take something? You were like, The Office. I'm like, yeah, okay. And now here we are at the beginning of season 4.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
So, yeah. That's pretty funny.
So funny. Well,
yes.
So, wow, we went on a crazy tangent.
Yes, we did.
Imagine that. So yeah, you can subscribe
yes, you
to
can.
the podcast. You can go to the Everyday Mermaid podcast on Instagram. Follow us that way. You can just kind of like, if you want to send us a message, you can do that on Instagram, patreon.com/everydaymermaid, or you can go to the Anchor app and leave us a voice message. We love those, by the way. And we'll play them right here and answer you right here.
Uh-huh.
So it's pretty great. But yeah, let's see. Is that it, Lauren? Is that it?
I think so.
Are they gone? Is everybody gone?
Good.
My cheeks, they're killing me. Ooh, that was a great.
That's a great Jody moment.
Should have done that at the actual Jody moment.
Next time.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We will
see you on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye.